Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing. This is round 3, race 3 at Willow Springs in the Mini Coopers. So again, reverse grid from the last one because Lilian disconnected. He's at the front. Obviously can't help a disconnection before a race. It wasn't on purpose, so he does get started near the front. As we get ready for the lights out, away we go. Everyone away, well I think. Oh no, Footman stood still again. No, Footman is stood still again. Oh, what a pity, and he's just had to go there. Oh no. So again, Gran Turismo, please sort your servers out. Into the first corner, Lilian on the inside, Mr. Sloan on the outside, Rodas at the inside, Danny Quaver also. Everyone else piling through the first corner, Nick Hash and Keith side by side. As we go down towards the second corner, almost 4 wide in the middle. Brilliant stuff. As Mr. Sloan getting completely mobbed left, right and centre. Contact in the middle. Keith gets contact and goes backwards. Mr. Sloan back down to 7th. Bidzster up to 5th. Bidzster again working his way through the traffic marvellously. Again with TY. Task 1 up to 7th. Neil Farmack going up to 8th. Mr. Sloan going backwards. Seat 1 10th. Keith further back. As we go down to this banked hairpin. Onto the back straight, Nick Hash up the inside of Rodas. Whoa, close as you like there, boys. Bidzster has to slow up and he's probably going to get passed by TY here. There he goes. There goes TY and he's going to pass Nick Hash as well. What a run. Could he even get Rodas and make it 3 in a row? As we come down towards the next section, Lilian still in front from Danny Quaver. As everyone else comes through towards the complex, everyone side by side. Rodas up the inside says, no, you're not, sunshine. Oh, Bidzster hits TY. I think he was helped by Task 1. But I think they all get away with a bit of bump, loads of bumping and boring, hip and shoulder. Everyone contact, Bidzster on 2 wheels, runs wide. Nick Hash through, TY through. Oh, Neil and Task 1, hip and shoulder, and Task goes to the grass. Oh, phenomenal first lap. Action-packed or what? Bidzster still behind seat 1. Everyone else coming up towards the first and second corners. Seat 1 behind Bidzster. As we go into the second corner, seat 1 trying to look for a way past Bidzster. Cyrex a bit hung out to dry there, I think. He's going backwards. TY's up the inside. Bidzster trying to follow suit. TY goes through up to 6th position. Or will he? Because he's back up the inside. Rodas has to slow down to avoid Neil Farmack. Everyone continuing together. Everyone everywhere at the same time. Nick Hash has got away. So has Neil Farmack, everyone else battling for 5th. TY's got a massive train behind him. Bidzster with Rodas right behind him as well as we go into the hairpin. Rodas tries to go to the inside of Bidzster, taps in there, the green and the orange car, contact. Seat 1's going to close up there as well. Neil Farmack getting pressured by Nick Hash as well. There we go, blue car and the yellow car. Working their way down towards the next section. Nick Hash just ahead as they go into the braking zone. Nick Hash just in front. Neil Farmack folds in behind everyone else, trying to keep up with the events as Nick Hash and Neil run a bit wide. TY has a little look, no way through there. Contact further back. Hip and shoulders everywhere. Jamo and Rodas. Oh, wow. What a... Oh, Jamo gets turned around and starts proper doing rallycross, jumping up and down in that minute. His head will be bouncing off the roof. So as we go into the first corner, what we'll do now is we'll take a little break, get some replays in for the first few laps. First of all, here's a replay on board with TY on lap 1. So you see Nick Hash there goes up the inside of Rodas, just about backs out of it. Then Bidzster has to back out of it. Bidzster goes to the left, we go to the right, and then now we're going alongside Nick Hash, and now we're trying to get past Rodas. Fantastic stuff from TY, ever the opportunist. And then going down towards this next corner, he's just a little bit ahead, and then gets on the brakes, and then Bidzster comes up as well. A little tap because there was a contact further back, but still not bad from TY there. There's a bit more contact with Bidzster, and then going into this next corner, completely gets mobbed again. Everyone trying to go into 1. There's everyone on the outside, and there's a look further back. Neil gives the hip and shoulder to Task. Boom! And then we go across the line to start lap 2. Okay, here's the replay on board with Jamo, coming down towards the last complex on the end of the second lap. Into the braking zone, you see there, Rodas slows up. We just tap the back of Rodas a little bit, just to give encouragement. Task 1 goes through there, we carry on back. And you see Rodas there goes completely wide. Task 1 goes up the inside to pass Rodas. Rodas comes across and hits Task, and then puts, Jamo goes on, has to go round on the left, ends up doing a bit of rally crossing, and Rodas keeps going and eventually gives the place back to Jamo because she felt it was his fault. So as we come back from all that action, T1 here in 5th place, and then behind Neil Farmack, who's behind Nick Hash. So everyone's still quite very close together, nose to tail. Everyone making a really long line of minis. There's seat 1 a bit further back, Cyrex. Let's have a look even further back. Oh, Jamo there with Rodas. So Rodas letting Jamo through after that, I think. I don't know whether he decided to do it, but Rodas going backwards anyway. As Neil Farmack goes up to attack Nick Hash once again. Gets a good run out of that bank curve onto the back straight. TY looked like he was going to follow Nick Hash as well. He's closing up. You just see the nose of the white Mini. As they come fast as you like through the shot. Danny Quaver's got a long line approaching him now. Danny Quaver's, in fact, he's not got a long line approaching him. They're practically on his tail. So Danny Quaver goes a bit wide there. Nick Hash goes up the inside of Neil Farmack. Contact's made. Neil goes off. Oh, Nick Hash and Neil contact again this season. Nick Hash gives Neil the proper hip and shoulder. Completely takes Neil off the circuit. Yes, he's rejoined behind, but it's the principle behind it. I'm sure Neil Farmack's fed up a bit with having a target put on his car. Just seems to be every time there's an incident, it's Neil that's involved. So Neil Farmack goes backwards. Task 1 up the inside of Nick Hash in brutal style. Here's a replay on board with Neil Farmack going into the last complex on the 3rd lap. So you see Danny Quaver goes wide there. We go with him, just taking his normal line, coming back into the inside. Nick Hash goes bang! Not even attempts to go to the inside of the corner, just runs wide, cleanly hits Neil off the track, and then they both lose a load of places. So not good driving there by Nick Hash. Style, and this is the start of lap 4. Wow! What a race so far. Neil Farmack getting under attack from Task 1 now. Task 1 trying to go around the outside. Neil Farmack, he just decides to let him go. He's fed up of fighting these Belgians. Every time he fights a Belgian guy, he ends up being worse off. As it proves there, Nick Hash going for a gap that's just not there. There was no gap there. There wasn't even a wheel width, and he decides to stick his car up the inside. Nick Hash, you've got to learn to take your chances when you can, but not all the time. Cyrex and Danny Quaver now and TY all running 3 abreast almost. Coming down towards the next corner. Seat 1 and Task 1 following suit. Bidzster getting away from all. He's saying, I've had enough of this, I'm off. Cyrex trying to join him. Danny Quaver on the gravel there. Onto the brakes. Oh, Seat 1 hits Task, who hits Danny Quaver off the track. Again, more contact. And everyone trying to sort themselves out there. Task 1 goes through. Seek as well. Danny's gone back to 7th place. So Danny's really lost out from that. Takes a lunge at Seek into the next one to try and get some vengeance, but no serve there. Task 1 off the road as well, dust everywhere. Task 1 goes off the road as well, so we get some replays on that action also. Here's a replay on board with Seat 1 on lap 4 coming down towards the last complex. So you see Task going past there on the inside, then hit the brakes way too late, hits Task, who hits Danny Quaver off the track. And then Danny Quaver comes back on, and then more contact with Task 1 there, and then Danny Quaver goes all the way back there, and Nick Hash hits the back of Danny as well in the Constantina effect. But as we come back from that, there's Nick Hash in 6th place. Danny Quaver's lost it on the inside though. Danny Quaver's completely lost it on the inside. Oh, there he goes. I've just remembered I've left that screen on. I'll just disable that. There we go. Just so not everyone can see it. As Bidzster goes through in 2nd place. Cyrex 3rd, TY 4th, Seat 1 5th, Nick Hash, Neil, Jamo, Task. Quick as that. Keith in 10th place. A bit more of a decent start this time for Keith. So let's see where he can end up in this race. High hopes for Keith in this. He's had some decent pace. He's just not had the starts. A couple of false starts and one false start that ended up being hitting the back of Footman, who was stationary. So again, Gran Turismo, please sort your servers out. It's not good. We're getting at least a couple of people every race night that end up freezing on the grid and not being able to move. We've checked connections. All our connections are fine. It's got to be something to do with the servers. So please sort it out. Every other game's fine apart from Gran Turismo Sport. So Polyphony and Gran Turismo, please sort these servers out. Nick Hash goes wide. Neil having a little look there. Whoa, no way through there. As we've got Lil Yam in the lead, still stretching out his advantage. Bidzster 2nd, Cyrex 3rd, TY 4th. There were that much going on between races. I should have really put Lilian at the back of the grid for disconnecting, but unfortunately all hell was breaking loose with all the lobbies and the disconnections and the other stuff that was going on, that we just got the grid together and did it. And I didn't really think, but hopefully we'll get this rectified for the next time onwards, or the next championship. So first season there's always going to be some little glitches, and then the next few seasons will benefit from those mistakes. As Cyrex has a look around the outside of Bidzster there, no room. TY closes up as well. Bidzster doing a good job to defend from Cyrex here. Cyrex definitely the man with the pace, but Bidzster the man who's hard to get past. TY waiting in the wings for any opportunities that arise. Meanwhile, we've got a really big group further back. Nick Hash, Neil Farmack, Jamo, all together as almost as one, coming down towards this complex section. There we are, all four of them, really close together. Seek, Nick, Neil and Jamo, all close together, coming into the final complex. Will anyone have a look? Seek goes into the complex first. Nick Hash follows. Nick Hash trying to go up the inside of Seek there into the last corner. That's not going to work. A little bit of a hip and shoulder, but no. Just about avoids contact there, but he's lost speed. Neil Farmack's going to be up the inside now. Lost loads of speed in that. We're already halfway through this race. It's unbelievable. As we go into the first corner, round the little kink, into the second corner, hard on the brakes. Jamo get rid of a penalty there. Neil goes up the inside of Seat 1, seeking revenge on the Belgians. Right over the inside, contact's made as they all come down towards the next corner. Neil's been hung out to dry. Nick Hash trying to go back up the inside. Seat 1 resumes the place. Neil Farmack not giving up with Nick Hash though. He's not taking any prisoners now. He's had enough of being the meat in a Belgian sandwich. He wants to get in there and get fighting. So does Jamo as well. He needs more points in this as well. So Neil right behind Seek there, looking for a way through into the next corner. Let's have a look. Nick goes up the inside and goes through. Good move there from Nick Hash. Actually pulled it off for once. Jamo gets stuck behind Neil, couldn't make any progress. Nick Hash, that's what you need to do, not the other moves that you've been doing, which have been very reckless and that you've received a few warnings for. So if you can make moves like that, brilliant. But just think about your moves before you make them. Neil Farmack having a little look to get some revenge, but no way through there. Seat 1 cuts the corner slightly. Nick Hash goes round the outside and the contact's made and Seat goes off. Oh, that was, I don't know what happened there. We'll get a replay on that. Here's a replay on board with Neil Farmack of what happened between Nick Hash and Seat 1 on lap 7. So Seat runs wide there. Nick goes wide, but then cuts back across. Boom! Doesn't give him any room. He had a good car width on the left to use and didn't use any of it, and then tapped Seat 1 off. As we come back from that, Seat 1 goes wide and into the pits, so clearly got damage from that. So Seat 1 into the pits. Rodas up, close up now, might even pass him. Keith into 9th place now. So all kicking off in this race. Meanwhile, up the front, the battle for second is still on. Bidzster in front. Cyrex has fallen back a little bit into the hands of TY, but not too far. So one little mistake from Bidzster and they'll be right back on him. So that's all close up front. Meanwhile, back to this mad lot. Nick Hash in front, 5th place. Neil Farmack 6th, Jamo 7th. Seek in the pits, back in 10th place now. There's Task 1 and Keith closing up also, so watch out for them too. Seek fresh out the pits, repaired the car, off he goes. He's ahead of Rodas. And then up the back, Mr. Slow One. Not doing too bad in this one, but just losing a bit of pace in this last race. But again, you get points for finishing. To finish first you must finish. So Nick Hash ahead of Neil going down towards the next section. Let's have a look at the battle for second. TY and Cyrex still close for third. As we go into the last few corners there, Cyrex goes a bit wide. Will TY have a look up the inside and try and get a good run onto the straight? He's thinking about it. Cyrex taps the sand but gets away with it. So Cyrex still in chase of Bidzster, but no way through for TY as of yet. But as they come up through the first bit, Liliam's still in the lead, a good couple of seconds in hand. Bidzster in second place, Cyrex third, TY in fourth, and then we've got these lot. 5th, Nick Hash, 6th, Neil, and then 7th, Jamo. So all very close together there. Oh, Neil Farmack goes wide. That's going to leave an opportunity for Jamo. Will he go for the cutback? Try to get down the inside. No, not close enough yet. So Neil Farmack keeps the advantage for now. As Nick Hash runs wide there, that could be another opportunity for Neil to go through, but no way through there. Got to be patient to make your move. Jamo having a look at the inside of Neil, saying, "Come on, if you're going to be that patient, I'll have a go." As Nick Ash goes wide, Neil Farmer goes around the outside. He'll have the inside for the next corner if he can make it stick around the outside. Up the inside into the hairpin. Oh, goes a bit wide. Contact's made, I think. Jamo says, thank you very much, boys. I'll take that. Neil Farmer runs wide. Jamo goes through, and he's probably going to have he might even have enough of a drive to get past Nick Hash into the next corner. Let's have a look. Running side by side down towards the next bit. Careful down here, boys. He gets rather narrow. Over the little crest. Onto the brakes. Nick Hash still in front. Will Jamo go for a switchback? No, there's no room there. Just stays right behind Nick Hash, glued to his rear bumper. As they go around the last corner, Nick Hash goes wide. Jamo goes through. Jamo's got a good run here. Will Nick Hash be able to get a good run also? But it looks like Jamo might have it for now. Yes, he has. Jamo's ahead. Nick Hash folds in behind. So Jamo with Nick Hash up the inside. Nick Hash going for a move up the inside. Jamo says, shuts the door right in his face. No, you don't, sunshine. Not passing me that easily. So it's Jamo in 5th place now. Worked his way up. Patience is a virtue. Nick Hash in 6th place. Neil 7th. But watch out for Task and Keith. They're closing up in 8th and 9th place. So watch this space, Neil and Nick, as we go back to the 2nd place battle. Cyrex and TY all over the back of Bidzster again. So Bidzster ahead, keeping a decent pace up. Not having to defend every lap, but just still having to defend enough. As we go down towards this section, onto the brakes. Everyone through there nice and neatly. Bidzster a bit wider than them two. So Bidzster might be struggling with tyres a little bit more than the others are. Cyrex goes for a really tight line and brings it back in. TY gets a better line than that as well. Tries to look for a way around Cyrex. Is he alongside enough? Oh, he's just about. You could just about a hair's width across the line. No, TY has to fall back in. Cyrex maintains 3rd place for now. But how long will be able to keep 3rd place, and how long will Bidzster be able to keep 2nd? Meanwhile, they're slowly catching Lil Yam, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough towards the end of the race. TY's another look at Cyrex to no avail there. Meanwhile, further back, Jamo 5th. Task 1 6th now. He's gone through past Nick Hash and Keith, and Neil Farmeck's gone backwards there. So Neil Farmeck's gone off somewhere. We'll get a replay on all that. Here's a replay of what happened to Neil Farmeck. So looking from the outside, goes into this right turn, clips a bit of the gravel, goes wide, and then tries to keep the power planted down, goes off, hops over where the track joins there. There's a big hop there, hops over that bit, and then starts really rally crossing, and then joins back on the track, and that's how Neil Farmeck lost all that time. As we come back from that, rejoin the 2nd place battle. Bidzster in 2nd, Cyrex 3rd, TY 4th. Still the same order and still roughly the same gap. So everyone, each driver pushing themselves hard. And if you look, the gap to Lil Yam is coming down. Bidzster's on the move. There's Lil Yam. There's Bidzster. Cyrex, TY. So watch this space. This could be a good few last laps. Lil takes a bit of dirt. So does Bidzster. Taking the shortest route possible while trying to get away with it. Lil Yam, beautiful line through those last corners, as does everyone else. Good lines there from everyone. Lil Yam a bit wide in the last corner though, kicks up some dust. Cyrex goes wide with Bidzster as well. TY looking for a decent run. As we look further back, there's Jamo, Nick, and then we've got Task 1 and Nick Hash close together. There's Keith and then Neil Farmeck from his faux pas earlier. There we go. We've got Task 1 and Nick Hash very close together there as well, but Nick Hash no way through there. As Jamo still resumes 5th place. We'll watch this up front battle now. Lil Yam's they've almost caught up to Lil Yam. So Lil Yam got to be careful to try and keep his lead here. Bidzster's closing and he's bringing Cyrex and TY with him. He's bringing his posse. And they're going to attack. Desert Jewel here at Willow Springs. Lil Yam, will he be able to maintain his lead? Bidzster in 2nd. Cyrex 3rd, TY waiting in the wings in 4th to pick up anything that happens. All these about 10 seconds ahead of the next car, so they definitely broke away from the rest of the pack. So there's TY and Cyrex close together. You can just see there is the white of TY. As they come down towards this last complex, Lil Yam goes through there nice and neatly. Just got to make sure there's no mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, Cyrex makes one. Just there, TY closes up, but no way through for TY there. We go around this last corner. Liliam has to take 2 bites at the cherry and that'll lose a bit more speed. What I mean by that is the fact that he turned in, the car oversteered, it turned more than he thought it would, and then had to straighten it up and return into the corner, and by doing that you lose quite a bit of time. So Liliam, again, losing a bit more time there, back into the clutches of Bidzster. And yeah, Bidzster's now right on him. Bidzster's right on him now. This is a battle for the lead. 2 laps to go here at Willow Springs. Bidzster goes up the inside. There's a little look there, just poking his nose up the inside of Liliam, just trying to put him off his game as we go into the complex section. So Liliam, no way. Bidzster, no way through there. Liliam still holding the place for now. There goes Bidzster. Liliam in front. Cyrex behind. Keeping tabs. Liliam goes wide. Bidzster's up the inside. This is his chance. Liliam goes wide. Bidzster's up the inside now. It's the wrong side for the next corner, and I think he's lost speed as well. So just a bit of contact there, but no harm done. Just both drivers wanting the same piece of tarmac. Liliam, he's got to pull every defence trick out in the book here to keep Bidzster behind. He'll be hungry for this win. More points on TY and Jamo. Into the last corner, just moves off the line just to try and rattle him a bit, make him look in his mirrors. Liliam's got to get rid of a penalty by the look of it as well, so that could even play a factor in this last lap. As they come across the line, last lap now. 4 cars for the win. Coming down towards the first corner again. Liliam in the lead, Bidzster second for now. Will it all change? We'll soon see. Into the second corner. Liliam goes extremely defensive again. The camp replays sort of gone a bit funny, so the cars will have a generic sound to him. I don't know why, but it just does. Cyrex having a little look up the inside of Bidzster. No way around there. As we go into the complex section, there goes Liliam, Bidzster, Cyrex, TY coming around this last lap. And yeah, the replay's gone a bit funny there, so Gran Turismo, please sort out these glitches. As we go into the last loop, Bidzster having to keep Cyrex behind now. TY having a little look at Cyrex on the way out of the corner as well, so they're going to be side by side coming down the straight. Liliam coming down the straight, Bidzster there. TY trying to get past Cyrex. Last few corners for Bidzster to do it. Not going to be many chances left. Into the last few corners. Liliam's done a good job so far. As we go in towards the last few, Liliam probably, as long as he don't run wide here, he's got it home and dry. As Bidzster goes a little bit wide, Cyrex on the inside of Bidzster into the last corner, trying to get second place. Liliam's going to win. Liliam's won. Who's going to be second? It's going to be Bidzster just from Cyrex, and then TY, close as you like. Fantastic finish. Jamo is going to come home in 5th place. Nick Hash is going to be 6th. And then Keith is just about going to be 7th. Just got to watch out for any last corner lunges like that one from Task there. But just got to get the car turned in. Keith is going to finish in 7th place. Task 1 going to be 8th. And who's going to be 9th? Just about seat 1 from Neil. So seat 1 from Neil. Then it's going to be Rodas in 11th. And then Mr. Slow on in 12th. Fantastic finish to a fantastic race. Okay guys, let's take you through the results in that one then. So it was Liliam who won by 1.1 seconds from Bidzster in 2nd place. Cyrex closer behind him in 3rd. TY 4th in that one again. Very close finish with Cyrex there for 3rd and 4th. Jamo in 5th. Nick Hash 6th position. Keith in 7th. Task 1 8th. Seek 1 in 9th. 10th is Neil Farmack. 11th is Rodas. And Mr. Slow on again in 12th place. Mr. Consistent at the back. Cyrex that time with the fastest lap with a 1:21.870 for the extra point. So there's your winner, Liliam, at the front of the orange car. There is Liliam. There's your winner. And we'll see you guys next time, guys. Take care.